Hello, I'm Paul Seven Lewis, and welcome to 1 Minute Theatre Reviews. The Curve production of The Colour Purple is billed as a concert version of their stage production from 2019, but that gives a false impression. The cast don't just stand in a line and sing. They're in costumes, and with director Tineke Craig at the helm again, they move around and mime, so it feels staged, and very well staged. It helps that it has a strong cast that can both sing and act. Now, you might know the story, which is based on Alice Walker's novel and Steven Spielberg's film. And it centres on a black American woman in the early 20th century who suffers much abuse but eventually meets some strong women and finds love and self-belief. As in the best musicals, the music, which is written by Brenda Russell, Ali Willis and Stephen Bray, tells the story. Well, that's the 1 Minute Review. Keep watching for more about the Curve production of The Colour Purple. What you essentially have in this production of The Colour Purple is a fairly empty stage with the vast emptiness of the auditorium around it. But it feels far from empty. Thanks to Tineke Craig's direction, the stage is filled with characters from the central, unassertive Celie to her abusive father and husband to the strong women who inspire her. And the cast move with purpose and vigour. The lighting by Ben Cracknell is like an additional actor, enhancing each moment. Even the camera editing adds to the experience by cutting in time to the music, and there's a restrained use of the superimposition of one face upon another. In fact, you hardly notice the lack of touching in a musical in which physical contact, both the abusive and the loving kind, is actually an important part. Sian Williams is terrific as Celie. Before our eyes, she transforms from submissive to assertive, from doubt to confidence, while retaining an essential gentleness. And it's a joy to see her change from someone whom her husband undermines with the description, "you black, you poor, you ugly, and you a woman," to a butterfly. It's a great performance. The music begins in a gospel style in which the horrors of her life seem to go hand in hand with the domination of the church. Then light breaks through as Shug arrives, a joyous performance by Carla Mercedes Dyer. And with her some lively blues. Shug reassures Celie with a show-stopping song, Too Beautiful for Words, and shows her for the first time that life can be about love rather than suffering. I'd also like to pick out Karen Mavandukara as the forceful and funny Sophia, and Danielle Fiamania as Celie's heroic sister Nettie, and Akko Mitchell, who plays Mr., the husband who begins as abusive, but eventually sees the error of his ways, he being very much a product of society, and finds redemption. I myself am not so interested in the questions raised about whether a god is to be blamed or thanked for the situation the characters find themselves in. I was happy to be carried along by this ultimately uplifting musical. I give this Curve production of The Colour Purple 4 stars. It's streaming until the 7th of March 2021, and you can watch it at curveonline.com. And if you want to know more about the production of The Colour Purple, please take a look at my YouTube interview with the director, Tineke Craig. I hope you found this review useful. You can be the first to hear about all my reviews and features by subscribing using the button below. You can also read my reviews at 1minutetheatterreviews.co.uk and follow me on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Thank you for watching.